Have you ever wondered how someone can stay faithful to God in the middle of a powerful and dangerous empire? The book of Daniel tells the story of a young man named Daniel and his friends who were taken from their homeland to serve in the kingdom of Babylon. Even in a foreign land, surrounded by pressure to change their beliefs, they chose to remain faithful to God. One of the first tests came when the Babylonian king ordered them to eat the royal food and drink the king's wine. But Daniel believed this would go against his devotion to God. So he respectfully asked to eat only vegetables and drink water for 10 days. Amazingly, after those 10 days, Daniel and his friends looked healthier and stronger than the others. Because of their faithfulness, God gave them wisdom and understanding that set them apart. Not long after, the powerful king of Babylon, Nebuchadnezzar, had a troubling dream. He demanded that his wise men not only interpret the dream, but also tell him what the dream was. No one could do it. The situation became so serious that the king ordered all the wise men to be executed. But Daniel prayed to God for help. And that night, God revealed both the dream and its meaning to him. Daniel explained that the king's dream of a great statue represented future kingdoms that would rise and fall. The king was amazed and recognized that Daniel's God had revealed a mystery that no human could uncover. Soon another dramatic event happened. The king built a massive golden statue and commanded everyone in the kingdom to bow down and worship it. But Daniel's friends, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego refused. They would worship only God. Furious, the king ordered them thrown into a blazing furnace heated hotter than ever before. But when the king looked into the fire, he was shocked. Instead of 3 men burning, he saw 4 figures walking unharmed in the flames. The fire did not harm them at all. Their faith had been tested, and God had protected them. Later, King Nebuchadnezzar himself had another dream, this time about a giant tree that was cut down. Daniel warned the king that the dream meant his pride would lead to his downfall if he did not humble himself. Sadly, the king ignored the warning. Soon after, he lost his sanity and lived like an animal in the fields. But after a period of time, he finally humbled himself before God, and his kingdom was restored. Years later, another ruler named Belshazzar held a great feast. During the celebration, a mysterious hand suddenly appeared and wrote strange words on the wall of the palace. No one could understand what the message meant, so Daniel was brought in. Daniel explained that the message was a warning from God. It meant that the king's kingdom had been weighed and found wanting, and that it would soon be taken away. That very night, the Babylonian kingdom fell. Perhaps the most famous story came later in Daniel's life. Under a new ruler, jealous officials plotted against him. They convinced the king to make a law that no one could pray to any god except the king himself. But Daniel continued to pray to God just as he always had. As a result, he was thrown into a den filled with hungry lions. It seemed like the end, but during the night, God sent an angel to shut the lions' mouths. The next morning, Daniel was found completely unharmed. The stories of the book of Daniel remind us of something powerful. Faithfulness to God does not always remove danger or hardship, but it shows that courage, humility, and trust in God can stand firm, even in the most difficult situations. And the life of Daniel continues to inspire people today to stay faithful, no matter where they are or what challenges they face.